Yo, Nakama Worldwide. Welcome back to Konkurozaki Corner. I'm your boy Serge. It's the boy Vim.
Yo!
And we are here to bring you our latest installment of One Piece Manga Chapter 965, the review of the Kurozumi Clan Conspiracy.
Smash the subscribe button.
Smash the subscribe
Hit the like
button.
button. Comment down below. Share the video. The more you share, the more we grow. I'm speeding through this right now because, oh my god. This is mad. No. Older. You left me for a week. And you come to...
How you gonna drop this before Christmas, man? Because I know you like to take breaks over Christmas and then we're gonna be waiting like 2 weeks for an episode. But listen, there was
Where
so
do you
much...
want to start? Where do you want to
There's
start?
so much fire. Let's start with the first flame. Big up Capone.
Oh, come on,
Gang
easy.
beige.
Light work, man.
Now this is a cover I like.
Light work.
Dealing with these germ boys. Don't expose us. Bang. Keep it moving, man. This guy was just, let them know, man.
Easy.
Beige is in Dressrosa and he ain't a punk.
100%.
Simple as. He ain't no punk. Come on now. Now, the pacing is going really, really fast.
We're going through the years.
We're going through the years, but it works, man.
Oh, perfectly.
It's really like we're covering so much ground and I'm so pleasantly surprised because we're getting depth. Definitely the best flashback so far.
Yeah.
But we're getting the right amount of info.
One of these.
I would go with the best one.
You
for
think
me.
so?
Yeah.
Nah, there's a lot though.
Bro, when do you see the Roger Paris
Fair
chief,
enough. No,
man?
you know what? I give you that.
Come on, man.
I give you that.
We've got Roger like 2 weeks in a row.
The gems are beautiful. The gems are beautiful.
Come on now, man. Listen, so we go into the past. We're catching up with Oden. We get to see all kinds of characters, man. Like, he really hits us with loads of home runs here. So, Oden's learning how the world works.
Yeah.
Like, he's come from a country that is just out there. It is ostracized from the world. It doesn't know how the world works. Bit disappointed to see Whitebeard running from the Marines, considering he could just smash them away, but it's smart.
The funny thing is, Whitebeard's character was more, I just want to be cool and be free. I don't need to be scuffing and doing all this madness all the time. He only ever needed to fight when he wanted to have to fight. He doesn't go out there and do the fight.
You know, it's true. If you look through the story, even like in present time and Marine, he only fought when he had to, for his family.
And the other thing is, when people tried to attack his crew, that's when he got involved. Because all these people that joined him after, they were trying to attack him. They said, oh, Whitebeard, we're going to take your head, because they want to take Whitebeard out, rather than him trying to take them out. So it shows his character from early anyway.
Well, we learn that Toki is from Wano originally.
Her family, especially.
Her family is the Amatsuki clan, one of the leading 5 families from Wano. So that was a gem.
Let's not skip this. So Lady Toki and Oden getting busy on a ship.
Hey man, they have the Mile High Club, they got the boat club too. Man. Like Oden, listen, I don't expect anything less from Oden. Like, he's got swords for battle and then he's got a sword for something else. And he had to cut her up real good. Like,
different.
And you know what? I feel like even my child Momonosuke, man. Like, if that's what it means, I'm gonna Google it.
Unrivaled.
The child's name is Momonosuke. It means unrivaled. Everyone was trying to drop food, but nah, he was like unrivaled, man. That's a hard
hell of a name.
Izo's repping. So Izo says, listen, you need to go back home. Your bounty, you got a bounty, you're wanted. Really interested to see what that bounty would be like. I'm not gonna get hung up on it. Maybe he shows us, maybe he doesn't. But it's gonna be commander level. It's in the billions.
He will definitely give him enough credit because of the way he's been doing. And plus, Oden's a wild one anyway, so he's the one that's doing madness. They're gonna give him his just dues.
Now, another epic thing this chapter, we see the progress of the Whitebeard pirates. So it was in that time where he started to expand his ships. So everyone wanted to be a part of the family. At first, they chopped into 5 different ships. And it was a great comedic effect when he told Oden, you run the second ship. Just do it. Hey, teach. Did he not look like a fat Usopp?
Doesn't he even remind you of Orochi, the way Orochi came originally?
Yeah, well, it's the same thing.
It's the same concept.
He didn't want to let them know that he's a D.
He doesn't want to let his full name at all. He just says, my name's Teach.
But then later on, Whitebeard did know that he was a D, so he's something about you D's, you know? So he obviously learned along the way.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Because this is a young teenager Teach. So he looked like he's an old man at that point, later on down the line.
No.
Oh, God. This is
a big part we're going to talk about because they touch a lot of gems. Before we go on, also, just on the ship, there's a character, if you look closely, when you see having a Titanic moment between Lady Toki and Oden and the people on the side.
Nekomamushi and Orochi on the side. And the guy next to Nekomamushi who's telling him, mind your business, cat, let them live.
Looks like Bon Clay. And Bon Clay's fruit is brought up in this chapter, which we will get to now. I'm not saying it is Bon Clay.
No, I don't believe it's Bon Clay, but is it of relevance to be with someone with relation to Bon
Stay tuned
Clay?
for that. But we come to the present time and we see a meeting behind all the like retainers and what seems to be Lord Sukiyaki, and he's basically instructing that if I should pass before my son comes home, I want my son to be the shogun, but I want Orochi to act in his place. And Orochi kept a dark secret from the people that he's a Kurozumi. And the Kurozumis were a nasty boy family.
Crazy family.
That tried to poison every other lord family to take.
Did they succeed? Or
They did. I think they killed off some
he
people.
succeeded off the whole clan leaders.
And the only person that he didn't kill in time was Sukiyaki's father, and he had a son in that time who was the natural heir to the throne. And you have Orochi just, they're like, I will try to redeem my father's death, la 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 la. Like, it's just
deceitful, deception, but it runs in their blood.
Now, this being, this grandma who has Mr. 2 Bon Clay's fruit before Bon Clay had
the original owner, one of the...
Well, probably the previous owner before Bon Clay, yeah?
Say previous.
And the reason why now that we're at this point, is like, for him, wherever this person died is of relevance to how Bon Clay got the fruit.
No, you're right, because obviously they would... But this person has the ability to leave Wano, because they've mentioned they've travelled. So I don't think their lasting place was Wano. That would be the case.
Now, question: are they a family member of the Kurozumis? Because they didn't want to say. Because at the end of the dialogue, Orochi said, "Does that make you my?" And they said, "My identity is not of your concern. What's important is the mission, like what we want to do." But why are they so invested in the Kurozumis coming into power?
True.
So I'm gonna go with saying that's a grandma.
Yeah.
Probably ugly as.
Because who have they met along the way for them to be so invested? But yeah, I'd agree with grandma for now.
Now, Oda does a brilliant job of, he paints Orochi as a guy that kind of, at this point, he wasn't yet completely dark. You can see that he was obsessed with money, and we figure out why he was stealing money and borrowing money.
He was getting told to.
Under the guidance. He was easy to
manipulate,
sell his soul and manipulate. But even he was in doubt. He was like, well, my grandfather apparently did something really bad, so he had to commit seppuku. Like, I didn't feel bitter.
I think originally he believed in the values of the seppuku and understanding that if you're treacherous, you get that done. But he was easily swayed into believing he could become shogun.
True. Well, no, he just had, you see...
And the fantasy, he fantasizes.
Now, Oda does a great job of illustrating that with like what's going through his mind in the scriptures and the panels. And the grandma just says, since when was struggling to obtain power a crime?
Mad.
So it's literally laying the foundation to let the guy know it's okay to do that. Like that's what you're supposed to do. That's what this game is about. Yeah. Gives us a history lesson. So there were the 5 clans. There was the Shimotsuki clan, which is isn't that the one that relates to Zoro's teacher or the one that left the island?
Yeah, I believe so.
The Kurozumi, the dirtbags.
Yeah.
And there's a note here. I'm gonna get close. You might see me out the camera. Interest to note. All these families include the word moon in their names, except for Kurozumi, which means black coal. So it's basically saying they're the black sheep.
Yeah, they're disgusting as it is. Amatsuki, which is Toki's family, and Fugetsu.
And Mizuki. Crazy. So, we know that there was a struggle for power, and what we learned throughout this chapter is the whole reason why Orochi was obtaining money is so that he could fund his weapon developments, and so he can attract strong allies. Which brings another theory to question: is Kaido's weapon made in Wano?
Crazy.
It would make sense
100%.
for him to go up against someone like Oden, him to be strong and to have a weapon fitting to fight someone like Oden who had the sword of the hell and the sword of heaven.
Crazy. Come on, man. Splitting trees open, splitting cliffs open. You have to have something to comparable. So it's true.
So serve weapons, attract strong people that will have your back in your cause. Because when we know what happened is Oden did come back to Wano and he was shogun for a certain amount of time. So he had to take Oden out. So it wasn't like he kept Oden away. He had to take Oden out. Obviously, he probably laid other things in place before Oden returned, which I think we're going to find out over the next few weeks. Granny sells it to us like Sukiyaki's birth was a sin. She gets real emotional, animated, like crying. With
the investment, I believe more and more that she is a grandmother. Purely because she's emotionally involved too a lot as well. So.
And then we see that by this point, it looks like Sukiyaki probably was already dead, but because she had the power of the Mane Mane no Mi, She
came as Oden and she came as Lord Sukiyaki, so she confused everybody.
She confused everybody, man. And it seems that she gave. Did you say that she gave Orochi his fruit?
She had a fruit in front of her, and she said, "I'm going to be able to give you all the power you need, because from all my travels, that looks like the fruit that Orochi's going to eat, and then he's going to obviously develop that into whatever he needs to become into." So great
analysis from Oda. Really kind of building a picture of the motivation, the journey, the fuel, and the cunningness of the Orochi that we know today. I'm not saying I like Orochi, but I kind of see his perspective, although I disagree with it.
The backstory's there now for us to understand why he's such a scummy character.
Yep, and what served as his motivation, how he rose to the top.
Why he was so ambitious from the beginning.
So I don't like him, I'm not going to say I rate him, but I have to respect his ambitions, man. Like, at the end of the day, he's a limited guy that went far, because he played the game. He played the game right.
His deception was to play the victim every moment. "Please, sir, can I have some more? Please, sir, give me some gold, please." And no matter what, it fell to a point where the characters he got involved with, they believed him. Odin was susceptible for everything. "Do you want money? I'll give it to you," because he didn't care. And whenever he needed to steal...
Now, sorry to cut you off, man.
No, I get it.
The best part of this chapter.
Talk to me.
You talk to me.
The fishes are running. The animals are running.
Sharks are running, man.
The sharks are running.
The waves are wild.
But what is it? What is this percentage to?
What's going on? Let me narrate this for y'all.
Talk to us.
One day during, so we're now another year forward. So one day during the 4th year of Odin's voyage, what the hell is going on? The fish are going crazy. Could this signal some kind of natural disaster?
Animals always move when there's something going on, so you always have to watch out.
They're going to an island, and you know what I love about this, yeah? These are 2 powerful crews.
Crazy.
So the Whitebeard pirates, they see trouble. Instead of going away from the island, they're going to the island. Respect, yeah? Even one of the crewmates, I wonder who that is. That's one of the original members, I take it. And he's just smiling, like, let's go there. At this point, we can see Marco has his fruit, and he's like, that don't look like fun. I think at this point, Marco's still a young...
he's
young fire, so he obviously looks powerful, but he wasn't a commander yet. So we know we got Teach in the crew. We've got a big crew, got some strong cats going to this island.
At this point, Momonosuke and Hiyori are both alive and born and well, and they're both on the ship as well.
Yep, and they're going there as well. That's crazy, man. I didn't even clock that the first time. You're kidding. Even those ferocious beasts are running away. Now, I couldn't help but remember, yeah? This looks like the island where Luffy trained. Unless there's similar kind of beasts everywhere.
2 years, 3 days.
And they are running. They're not even attacking. They are running.
They're out of there. Look at their faces. They are
if this is the island, this is going to be such a powerful flashback. I'm loving this stuff.
100%.
And then we go to the final panel.
Talk to me. Now, we need to do this. Hold on. Listen. Next time, bring someone like Sengoku or Garp. You lot aren't even worth my time. Captain Roger, that's Buggy with the binoculars. Whitebeard's ship just docked on the other side of the island. We've only just finished this fight, Roger. Whitebeard, huh? It's been a while since we lost cross.
Look at young Shanks, man.
Young Shanks.
Leave a like for young Shanks, man. Fire, wearing Roger's hat. Worthy. Now this panel.
Oh, this
Roger
one is crazy.
Great. Who we got in here? So we got Roger holding the marine. We got Rayleigh looking wham, holding his sword in his famed left hand. We got a fisherman there. Wonder who that character is. We got Crocus. We got what's his name? Obviously Shanks. We got Buggy. And that what looks like could be. I think that was Douglas Bullet. They're robbing all the gold from this island, the way pirates are supposed to be. Now, please tell them what Roger said, man. This gassed me today, man. This gassed me.
Since our lives are an endless brawl anyway, we might as well just go at it.
We might as well.
After all, I don't have much longer. This may be the final time we encounter each other on Whitebeard.
So incoming, I said it before, but it's definitely going to be next chapter.
Crazy.
Whitebeard pirates versus the Roger pirates. Some kind of clash has to go down.
Shanks has his sword, so Shanks is definitely a swordman at this point.
Well, question. Is this where Roger gave Whitebeard that scar on his chest? One.
Is this where Shanks got his scar from?
From Blackbeard. Was it at this age or was it a bit later? Crazy. Like, it probably was here.
I believe it was because they weren't encountering each other enough for them not to have been at this point. If that makes sense, because the sea's far and wide, they weren't going to be clashing too much. But this is a perfect opportunity for crew on crew.
Crew on crew. I'm really looking forward to Whitebeard versus Roger and Rayleigh versus Oden.
100%.
Because at this point, it's just like, you ask yourself, who was the strongest swordsman in the world? Because it's up in the air. That's what I'm saying. Now, I know it's like, so, yeah, I mean, you know what? All the Yonko have swords.
Man.
Is Luffy like...
It's true.
And Luffy has been waving a sword this arc. Now, I never expect Luffy to be a swordsman. However, does he acquire some kind... Like, he doesn't need to be a great swordsman.
I don't think he needs to have one around him.
Yeah, but every time they've done this clash between conquerors, they've always clashed swords.
He's a bit of flaying kind of person, because with his arms, he's a bit like this. He won't fight with his
Luffy will hold the sword and punch you with his fist. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's true.
But, I mean, listen, incoming some serious fights, man. The hype is building.
No,
at this point, obviously, this probably is where Oden shifts and goes the other way.
Yeah.
I could imagine something. Now, this is what I believe. I believe it's going to be on good terms. Whitebeard's a good guy. What we've seen build up in this chapter is Oden, and he said it, my thirst for adventure is only getting stronger, whereas Whitebeard's the calm one that kind of just wants to go about it. These guys are up on their mission. They'll have their clash, and then they'll decide. Oden, roll with the Roger Pirates. Lady Toki, I'm going to take you home. Because she doesn't go with the Roger Pirates.
No, she does. Momonosuke said I was on Roger's ship for a while as well.
Oh, no. What about Hiyori?
Same. They were both on the... Hiyori's still young. She's still a baby.
Man.
They're not on Roger's ship for too long. But guess what? They all go back and get dropped off to Wano.
It's crazy. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, man.
Now, this is where clashing for the sake of clashing is just fun. This is just a good old scrap. It's not about killing each other. It's just about fighting and getting it off their chest.
I just hope we see some more than just like a clash. I hope we see some action.
No, they need to fight. They need to fight out. Because
I want to see some Goro no Mi, some Conqueror's Haki. Come on, man.
Jeez. Guys,
let us know what you thought of this chapter in the comment section down below. What questions do you have? What are you expecting? Let's chop it up. I really thought this chapter was fire.
He came with a bang. 1 week off.
10-star chapter.
100%.
Like, seriously. And yeah, if you haven't already,
smash the subscribe button, guys. Hit the like button. Share the video. The more you share, the more we grow.
But from Conqueror's Haki Corner, it is that time again. It is a
peace out.